Alright class, in this session we are going to cover its October-November 2021 paper 1-2 of your O-level Addmath. Course code is 4037. So let's start. Alright, in the first question it says that the diagram shows the graph of the cubic function y equals to fx. The intercepts of the curve with the x's or all integers. Find the set of values of x for which f of x lesser than 0. So in my graph, if I observe that portion in which f of x is lesser than 0, so the region I will be getting is this highlighted region, right? This is the region f of x lesser than 0, or you can say that it's below the x-axis. So these are the portions which needs to be highlighted for the first part, and you need to write down the values for x here. So it will be for the left side portion, it will be x should be greater than -3 and lesser than 1, because you can see that x should be greater than -3 and lesser than +1. So this portion has been covered. For this part x should be greater than 5. So I will say that x should be greater than 5. That is your answer. Next one, find an expression for f of x. Now first we need to find out the intercept point. So intercepts are x is equals to -3, x is equals to 1, and x is equals to 5, right? If I shift -3 on the left side, it will be x plus 3 is equals to 0. Same for this one, x minus 1 equals to 0, and x minus 5 equals to 0. We can write these three in this form: x plus 3, x minus 1, and x minus 5 equals to 0. Alright, we need to write down the equation of this curve. If we observe the y-intercept, so you need to get -5. Alright, if you multiply these three numbers by placing x equals to 0, if x is equals to 0, what number you are going to get? It will be 3 times -1 times -5, that is equals to 15. And actually the y-intercept is -5. So we are going to say that the final equation of this curve, it will be y is equals to x plus 3. The factors we had find out, x minus 1 and x minus 5. But now for the y-intercept, if we multiply all the numbers when x is 0, you are getting 15. But we need -5. So we need to divide this whole equation by -3. Why is it so? When you divide 15 by -3, you will get -5. So that is a tricky part. You need to multiply it by -1/3, and that will be your equation. Question number 2, it says that given that this whole expression equals to xa, yb, zc, find the exact values of the constant a, b, and c. Now there is a keyword present here. It says exact value, and exact value means that calculator is prohibited in this question. Alright, so firstly I will write down the rational indices into index form. So that will be xy to the whole power 1/3. That will be z square y square. In the denominator we have x power -3, z power -3, and we have z to the power 1/2. Alright, I have solved the powers firstly. Now I will solve the bases here. So first one, it's x to the power 1/3. Alright, this x power -3, when you shift it in the numerator, that will be +3. Alright, this power when you shift, it will be +3. Similarly for y is 1/3 here. So y is 1/3, and this power 2, since these bases are multiplying, so you need to add the powers, right? For z part, in the numerator we have z power 2, but in the denominator it's -3. When you shift -3 in the numerator, it will be +3, and when you shift 1/2 in the numerator, it will be -1/2. Alright, now we need to simplify. So that will be x to the power, if you take LCM, it will be 3. It's 1 plus 3 3s are 9. Y to the power, the LCM is 3. It will be 1 plus 3 2s are 6. And z will be 5 minus 1/2. So you got x to the power 10/3, y to the power 7/3, and z to the power 9/2. Alright, you need to convert it, you need to compare it with xa, y power b, and z power c. So after comparison, you will get the value of a, that is equals to 10/3, you will get the value of b, that is equals to 7 over 3, and you will get the value of c, that is equals to 9 over 2. In the second part, we need to solve that equation which says that 5 to the power 2p plus 1. Now, if I apply the rule of indices here, so that is addition in powers means bases will be multiplied. So I can write it in the form 2 power 2p multiply with 2 power 1 minus 17 times 2 power p plus 3 is equals to 0. Alright. Now we are going to make supposition here. So we are going to say that 2 to the power p is equals to y. Alright. So whenever we have 2 power p, we are going to place that y here. So it will be 2 power 2p. It means y square times 2 minus 17 2 power p. It's y plus 3 is equals to 0. If you multiply, it will be 10 y square minus 17y plus 3 is equals to 0. Now you need to simplify by doing the middle term here. So 10 3s are 30. We need to think of two numbers. So it will be 10y square minus 15y minus 2y plus 3 is equals to 0. 15 2s are 30 and 15 plus 2 is 17. Now taking common, it will be 5y inside the bracket 2y minus 3 minus 1 2y minus 3 is equals to 0. Again taking common, 2y minus 3 is equals to 0 and 5y minus 1 equals to 0. So you got the value of y, it is 3 over 2, and you got the value of y, it is 1 over 5. But that is not your answer because we have made the supposition here, right? Now we need to use that supposition to find out the value of p. So firstly, we use that 2 power p is equals to y and y is 3 over 2. Secondly, 2 power p is equals to y and y is 1 over 5. Alright. Now, we need to apply log here because power in terms of variables. So I'm going to apply log on both sides. In both of the cases, log and log. The power of log is that it can bring the power as a coefficient. So now it will be p log 2 is equals to log 3 upon 2. And here it will be p log 2 is equals to log 1 over 5. You need to simplify to find out the value of p here. After simplification, you will get two values of p. It's positive 0.58 and negative 0.232, and these are your answers. Question number 3, part A. 3 plus 2 log a minus 4 log b you need to express is in a single log. Single log means there are two different logs, right? You need to express your answer in only one log. So firstly, what I will do, I will apply the property of log. It will be log of a square minus log b of 4. Alright, that is the property of log, that log can shift the coefficient as a power. So I had applied the property. After that, I can observe that these two logs can be solved. It will be log of a square divided by b4. Since we have a subtraction here, and in subtraction we have a division rule of log. Now, the key point is we have log here, but we don't have log here. We can assign log here. So what I will write? I will write here log 10. Now, we know that log 10 is always equals to 1. So that won't affect our question. But the benefit is we can write it in the form log of 10 cube plus log of a square divided by b4. And now on both sides we have log. So it will be log 10 cube times a square divided by b4. The benefit is now you have a single log for this entire question. And finally you can write it log of 1000 a square divided by b to the power 4, and that is your final answer. Alright, in the next part it says that 3 log a of 4 plus 2 log a of 4 of a is equals to 7. At first I had observed that these two logs have different bases, right? So when two logs have different bases, you need to apply change of base law as well. If I apply change of base law, I can say that it's log a of 4 plus 2, and that will be equals to 1 upon log a of 4. Alright, at this part I had applied change of base law. Now to make this question easy, what I will do, I will make the supposition here. I will say that log a of 4 is equals to y. Now my equation will be 3y plus 2 over y is equals to 7. Alright, I can take the LCM, it will be 3y square plus 2 divided by y equals to 7. I can do the cross multiplication, 3y square plus 2 equals to 7y. I can arrange the equation 3y square minus 7y plus 2 equals to 0, and now I can do the middle term. So now it will be 3y square minus 6y minus y plus 2 equals to 0. Taking common, that will be 3y. Left over is y minus 2. Common is negative 1. Left over is y minus 2 equal to 0. Again I can take common, that is y minus 2, and left over is y minus 1 is equals to 0. Now you will get two values of y. It is y is equals to 2 and y is equals to 1. Alright. But that is not our main concern. We need to find the value of a here. Now the supposition we have made, it's log a of 4 is equals to y. I will write the same equation two times because we are getting two values of y. Now the first value, it's 2, so it will be log a of 4 is equals to 2, and here it will be log a of 4 is equals to 1. If we change log into index form, so what we had learned that a needs to be shifted on the right side. So it will be a to the power 2 is equals to 4, and 4 is what? 2 power 2 is equals to a power 2. We have same basis, that means the value of a is equals to 2. Before starting the second set, I had made one mistake here. It's not y minus 1, it's basically 3y minus 1, right? We had forgot the 3 here. So now the value of y is equals to 1 over 3. And now we need to do the correction here as well. So it's not 1 here, it's basically 1 over 3. Alright, so that is 1 over 3. Now it is equals to a to the power 1 over 3 is equals to 4. To find out the value of a, all we need to do is apply cube on both sides. Alright, so now it will be equals to a, and 4 cube is 64. That is your second value of a, and these are your possible answers. Question number 4 from the topic trigonometry. It says that solve the equation cot of 2x plus pi over 3 minus root 3 equals to 0, where x is from minus pi to pi and it's in radians. Give your answer in terms of pi. Alright. Firstly, I will write down the equation here. So that is cot 2x plus pi over 3 minus root 3 on the right side, it will be positive root 3, right? Now what is cot? Cot is the reciprocal of tan here. So we can say that it's tan, angle is 2x plus pi over 3 is equals to, instead of 3 it will be 1 over under root 3. So for alpha we are going to do the inverse of tan, so that will be tan inverse of 1 over under root 3, and you will get the value of alpha, it is equals to pi over 6. Alright, it's in radian. Now if you observe the sign here, it's positive, and positive means that tan lies either in the first quadrant or in the third quadrant. After that, the second important thing given in the question is that range. Alright, and we have a modification in our angle. So if it's x that is given in the question, so we have the interval from minus pi to pi. If the range modifies to 2x plus pi over 3, right, that is given in the question. Now if I place the value of x, that is minus pi here, so that will be minus 2 pi plus pi over 3, and if I place the positive pi, it will be 2 pi plus pi over 3. We need to simplify it. Alright, so the range of this question modifies. If I draw the quadrants here, so either we are moving in the first or in the third, right? Firstly, I will start with the positive angle to make you understand that how we are going to rotate. So the highest angle, highest range is 7.33, and our base angle is pi over 6. So that is our alpha angle and that is our alpha angle, right? In the first quadrant, it will be same, that it will be pi over 6. In the third quadrant, it will be pi plus pi over 6, which is equals to 7 pi over 6. Alright. Now, if we rotate one more time, what will be the angle? The angle will be 2 pi plus pi over 6. We need to simplify. 6 to the 12 pi plus pi, it will be 13 pi over 6. If you find out the value of 13 pi over 6, that is equals to 13 into 3.142 divided by 6. It is 6.80. That is under the positive range. That means we need to consider that angle as well. For the positive side, we have three angles. Either it can be pi over 6, it can be 7 pi over 6, and it can be 13 pi over 6. And the alpha, the angle we have, it's 2x plus pi over 3. So we are going to equate that with 2x plus pi over 3, and the angles we are getting, either it's pi over 6, either it's 7 pi over 6, or it's 13 pi over 6. We need to find out the value of x here. That means from all these three angles, we need to subtract pi over 3 and we need to divide it by 2. Alright, so we got three answers here of x when we are moving in the anti-clockwise direction, right? But we have the negative range in this question as well, so we need to check this range as well. So if we are heading towards the clockwise movement, that means now we are heading in this direction, right? So you need to simplify. We have this alpha angle, that is pi over 6, so it will be minus pi plus pi over 6, which is equals to minus 6 pi plus pi. It will be 5 pi over 6 with a negative sign, right? And now the angle we have, it's 2x plus pi over 3, so that will be 2x plus pi over 3 is equals to negative 5 pi over 6. We need to find x here. So x is equals to negative 5 pi over 6 minus pi over 3 and whole equation divided by 2. So now it will be 1 over 2. If you take the LCM, it will be 6 minus 5 pi. 3 2s are 6, means minus pi. Simplify and you will get minus 7 pi divided by 12, that is equals to x. That means the possible answers for x in the clockwise direction is minus 7 pi over 12, and for the anti-clockwise direction we have these three answers. So these are the possible values, right? Next one. Find the possible values of the constant c for which the line y equal to c is a tangent to the curve y equals to 5 sin x plus sin x over 3 plus 4. Now, if I draw this curve roughly, let's suppose we have sin x curve. Let's suppose it will be like this, right? Since it starts from plus 4, I'm just bringing it roughly. It says the line y equal to c is the tangent. So the possible values of tangent, either it can be there, right? Or it can be there. These are the two possible values of tangent here. So firstly, it is at the maximum and it is at the minimum, right? Now, if I am going to ask what is the value of sine maximum value, we know that the maximum value of sine is 1, and we know that the minimum value of sine is negative 1. Now the equation we have, it's y is equals to 5 sine x over 3 plus 4. If we are looking for the maximum value, that means the value of sine is 1 and other numbers are exactly same. So 5 plus 4, it will be 9. First possible value of c is 9 because y equal to c is mentioned. And next one, if we are talking about the minimum value, so it will be y is equals to 5. The minimum value of sine, it's negative 1 and plus 4. So you got the value of c minus 5 plus 4, it's minus 1. That is your possible answer.
Question number 6 from the topic remainder factor. The polynomial p of x is 10x cube plus ax square minus 10x plus b, where a and b are integers. Now what do you mean by integers? That your answer must be in whole numbers. Is divisible by 2x plus 1. When p of x is divided by x plus 1, the remainder is minus 4. Now that is divisible by 2x plus 1. From this part, you can find out the value of x by equating 2x plus 1 equals to 0. So you get the value of x equals to negative 1 over 2. Is divisible by means that the remainder is 0 here. Alright. That means when you place x equals to minus 1 upon 2 in this equation, the answer should be equals to 0. So I'm going to place the value of at x is equals to negative 1 upon 2. So instead of x, I will write minus 1 upon 2. So when you place the value of x is equals to negative 1 upon 2 in this equation and simplify, taking LCM, more simplify, so you will get the first equation, that is a plus b is equals to minus 15. That is your first equation. Alright. So we had used this condition. After that, we are going to apply this one. At x is equals to minus 1. The condition says when x is equals to minus 1, now the leftover part is minus 4, 24. I'm going to place x equals to minus 1 in this same equation. So now it will be p x is equals to minus 1 is equals to 10 minus 1 power cube plus a minus 1 square minus 10 minus 1 plus b. Simplify, it will be minus 10 plus a plus 10 plus b is equals to, the remainder is minus 24. Plus 10 and minus 10 cancel, so you will get the second equation, a plus b is equals to minus 24. That is your second equation. Alright, so you got two equations. You can simplify them simultaneously and find out the values of a and b here. So I have written these two equations here, and we can observe that the coefficient of a is same, but we need to change its sign so that we can eliminate a and find out the value of b. So we had changed the sign of complete equation, and a and negative cancels, b minus 4b it equals to minus 3b, minus 24 and plus 15 leads to minus 9. So after solving, you will get the value of b, that is equals to 3. Once we have the value of b, we can place in any of the equation to find the value of a. So this part I'm going to use equation number 2, which is a plus b is equals to negative 24. Alright, and I'm going to place the value of b here. So a plus 3 is equals to negative 24, and the value of a we are getting it's minus 27. These are the values of a and b, and that is the completion of first part. After that, find an expression for px as a product of three linear factors. That means you need to complete factorize your equation. Now my equation will be p of x is equals to 10x cube plus the value of a we had got is minus 27. So that will be minus 27x square minus 10x plus b is 3. Alright, what I did, I just placed the value of a and b in this equation. So we have the equation 10x cube minus 27x square minus 10x plus 3. Now we need to factorize it, right? We have the first vector, that is minus 1 over 2. So I'm going to apply the synthetic division here. In synthetic, we are going to write down the coefficients same as it is, 10 minus 27 minus 10 and 3. Alright, the factor we have, it's x is equals to minus 1 over 2. This is the factor, right? And to solve the synthetic division, the rule is the first number should be exactly alike this one. So it will be 10. Now you need to multiply minus 1 upon 2 times 10, it will be minus 5. There it will be minus 5. Minus 27 minus 5, that is equals to minus 32. Again, we need to multiply minus 1 upon 2 by 32, and the answer is 16. Alright, minus 10 plus 16, that is equals to 6. Again, minus 1 upon 2 times 6, it is equals to minus 3, and 3 minus 3, it is equals to 0. We need to get 0 at this place always. If we are getting the 0, that means we had solved it correctly. And now my equation, it will be 10 with x square, 10x square minus 32x plus 6 equals to 0. We need to solve it, but before that I can take 2 common here, so that will be more simplified my equation. 5x square minus 16x plus 3 is equals to 0. Alright, now this equation can be simplified further by using the middle term. It will be 5x square minus 15x minus x plus 3 is equals to 0. Taking common 5x, it will be x minus 3. Taking common minus 1, it will be x minus 3 is equals to 0. So you will get 5x minus 1, you will get x minus 3, and the first factor that is already given in the question, that is 2x plus 1. So these are the three factors asked in this question to find out. Last part, write down the remainder when p of x is divided by x. Only x, so I can say that it's x plus 0 is equals to 0, right? So basically we have x is equals to 0. Equation we have in this part, it's 5x minus 1, x minus 3 and 2x plus 1. That are the factors we had find previously, and now we need to place the value of x equal to 0. So if x is equal to 0, it will be minus 1. If x is 0, it will be minus 3. If x is 0, it will be 1. If you simplify, so you will get the value of 3. That means the remainder is 3 when x is equal to 0. That is your answer. Question number 7 from the topic vectors. Diagram shows triangle OAC where OA is equals to A, OB is equals to B, and OC is equals to C. The point B lies on the line AC such that AB ratio BC is M ratio N. So you need to mark that ratio in your diagram, AB ratio BC. That means if AB is M, so B and C will be N, where M and N are constants. Write down AB in terms of A and B. To understand the concept of vector, it's very simple. You need to go from A to B, alright? So firstly, I need to go from A to O, that will be minus A, right? And then from O to B, that will be plus B. So that is the vector of AB, which is B minus A. Similarly, for the next one, it says B and C. From B to C, if you need to go, first you need to go from B to O, it will be minus B, and then from O to C, it will be C. So that is your vector B and C here.
In next part, it says that show that NA plus MC is equals to M plus N times B. Alright. So firstly, I'm going to place the values of N and M here. AB is basically M, right? So M is minus A plus B. So instead of N, which is vector BC, I will use minus B plus C times A plus M is what? M is AB, which is minus A plus B times C. Alright, now we need to expand the bracket here. That will be minus AB plus AC minus AC plus B and C, right? Now we need to simplify. So AC and AC cancels here. AC and AC cancel. Now we have what? We have BC minus AB. If you take B common here, so you will be left with C minus A. Now you need to observe. The thing we need to show, we have M plus N here, we are getting C minus A. So we need to replace them with M and N. And how we are going to do that? With the help of this one. How come? Now let's see. We have AB is equals to B minus A, right? What is AB we have? AB is basically M. So instead of AB, I can say that is M is equals to B minus A. If I need to make A the subject, so A will be equals to B minus A, right? B minus M. A is the subject now. After that, if we need to attempt the same part for C here, so I can say that minus B plus C is equals to BC. We have proved this one, right? And BC is what? BC is N, so minus B plus C is equals to N. We need to make C the subject. C is equals to N plus B. Now we need to place the value of A and C in this bracket. So it will be B. C is what? C is N plus B minus A is what? Minus B plus M. So B and B simplifies. You will get B times M plus N, and you need to show the same. That is your answer. Part B. It says that lambda times 2 1 plus mu minus 1 vector minus 4 7 lambda plus 1 vector 4 minus 2. Find the value of each of the constants lambda and mu. Alright. Firstly, I will do the multiplication here. So that will be 2 lambda times 1, it will be 1, plus it will be minus 4 mu plus 4 and 7 mu minus 7 is equals to, it will be 4 lambda plus 4 and it will be minus 2 lambda minus 2. Alright, now we need to solve this one. So it's 2 lambda minus 4 mu plus 4. Secondly, it will be lambda plus 7 mu minus 7. What I did here is I just write this whole equation here. Alright, and the second one below this one is this one. On my right side, it will be same, that is 4 lambda plus 4 and minus 2 lambda minus 2. Now we need to equate them. So firstly, it's 2 lambda minus 4 mu plus 4 is equals to 4 lambda plus 4. If I'm going to simplify this one, so 4 and 4 cancels. 2 lambda minus 4 mu is equals to 4 lambda minus 2 lambda, it will be 2 lambda, and we can say that lambda is equals to minus 2 times mu. After that, I need to equate this second one, right? This second one. So for second one, we can say that it's lambda plus 7 mu minus 7 is equals to minus 2 lambda minus 2. We need to simplify, so minus 2 lambda, shift on the right side, it will be lambda plus 2 lambda, 3 lambda
plus 7 mu is equals to 7 minus 2, it will be 5, right? We have the value of lambda which is equals to minus 2 mu. So instead of lambda, I'm going to place the value of lambda here, which is minus 2 times mu plus 7 mu is equals to 5. We can simplify. It's minus 6 mu plus 7 mu equals to 5, and you got the value of mu which is equals to 5. Alright, once you have the value of mu, you need to place that value of mu in this equation. So you will get the value of lambda is equals to minus 2 into 5, that leads to minus 10, and that is your answer. Question number 8. A 5-digit number is made using the digits 0, 1, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 9. No digit may be used more than once in any 5-digit number. Find how many 5-digit numbers are even and greater than 50,000. Now there are two conditions in this question. Number should be even and it must be greater than 50,000. To attempt such type of questions, you need to make cases here. Now, if the number is even, that means the last digit can be 0, it can be 4, it can be 6. Alright, so I will make cases here. We are looking for 5-digit number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I will fix the even numbers here, so it will be 0, it can be 4 and it can be 6. The first or the one spot is fixed, right? That means we have left over with 4 spots in all these 3 cases. After that, it says greater than 50,000. That means the possible options are greater than 50,000, it can be 5, it can be 6, it can be 7, or it can be 9, right? So for the first one, there are 4 possible options, so I will say that it will be 4P1. If you consider this one, since 4 had been already occupied, that means 4 options are available. It will be 4P1 in this case as well. But if you observe the last one, since 6 is already big, so it cannot be appear in the first digit. For this case, we don't have the 4 options. We have either 5, either 7 or either 9, but not 6 because 6 already been used. So first one had 3P1. Alright. So we have 5 numbers, right? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 7 numbers. Out of those 7 numbers, we have picked 2. How many numbers are left? So there are 5 numbers. So it will be 5P3. Here it will be 5P3 as well. And here it will be 5P3 as well. So now the final answer, it will be 4P1 into 5P3 plus 4P1 into 5P3 plus 3P1 into 5P3. So that is equals to 660. That is your answer. Alright, after that, the number of combinations of n objects taken 4 at a time is equals to 6 times the number of combinations of n objects taken 2 at a time. Calculate the value of n. Firstly, we need to understand that condition. The number of combinations of n objects taken 4 at a time, that means NC4 is equal to 6 times the number of combinations of n objects taken 2 at a time. That is your main equation, right? Now you need to expand. So n combination 4, it means n factorial divided by 4 factorial into n minus 4 factorial, that is the working formula, equal to 6 times n factorial divided by 2 factorial times n minus 2 factorial. Alright? Once you had your equation, then you need to simplify. N factorial and n factorial simplifies. The leftover part we have, it's 1 divided by 4 factorial into n minus 4 factorial is equals to 6 divided by 2. N minus 2 factorial can be written as n minus 2, n minus 3 and n minus 4 factorial. Now, when you expand this bracket, so you can simplify n minus 4 factorial and n minus 4 factorial, right? Now we can do the cross multiplication. So it will be 2 times n minus 2, n minus 3 is equals to 6 times of 4 factorial, which is 4 into 3 into 2 into 1, right? Now again 2 and 2 simplifies. We need to expand the bracket. It will be n square minus 3n minus 2n plus 6 is equals to 6 3's are 18. 18 into 4 is 72. Now it will be n square minus 5n plus 6 minus 72 leads to minus 66 is equals to 0. And now we need to solve it by using the middle term or quadratic formula. So after simplification, you will get two values of n. The first one is positive 11 and the next one is negative 6. So we are going to pick the positive one. So your answer is n equals to 11. Question number 9 from the topic circular measure. Diagram shows a circle center O, radius 12 and a rectangle ABCD. The diagonals AC and BD intersect at O. The sides AB and AD of the rectangle have length 6 cm and 4 cm, as you can see in your diagram. The points M and N lie on the circumference of the circle such that MAC and NDB are straight lines. So you have a straight line MAC and NDB. Show that angle AOD is 1.176 radians, correct to 3 decimal place. So firstly, I will mark that angle AOD. AOD means that we are looking for this angle. So to make things simple, I will crop that part of the figure. So it will be easy for me to explain you this part. So firstly, if I draw the line here, alright, if I draw the line here, so that length it will be 3. This one, it will be 3 because the complete length is 6, so half of 6, it will be 3, right? And we have this length as well, it will be half of 4, that will be 2. So you have 2 and you have 3. I hope now you have the idea that why I'm doing this, because it's a right angle triangle, so you can find out that portion of your angle. Let's suppose if I'm saying that this angle is x. So you can find out the angle x by using trigonometry. Here we are going to apply tan here. It will be tan x is equals to opposite upon adjacent. When you find the tan inverse, you will get the value of x, which is equals to 0.588, right? Now, this x is only single part. We need to find that complete angle, so you need to multiply it by 2. So when you multiply it by 2, you will get the value of your angle. Let's suppose it's theta. It's 1.176, which we need to show that. That is your first part answer. After that, it says find the perimeter of the shaded region. What do you mean by perimeter? Perimeter is the sum of all sides, right? At first, we need to highlight the boundaries of your shaded region, right? So for shaded region, we need to find out that arc length of MN. That complete length we need to find out. That is the first part. After that, you need to find the length of ND. You need to find the length of MA. Also, you need to find the length of AB, BC and CD. Alright. These all are the lengths needs to be added together to find out the perimeter of the shaded region. So we are going to start with the first one, that is the arc length of MN. Alright. The working formula to find out the arc length is S is equals to R theta. Do we have the value of radius here? So radius will be what? From O till the point N. And the value of radius is given in the question, that is 12, right? So you have the value of your radius, it's 12 for theta. Now we are not looking for this theta. We are looking for that theta, which you can say that it's the reflex angle, right? So for that theta, it will be 2 pi, which is 360 degree, minus first part answer, it's 1.176. So that is equals to 61.3. Alright, that is your first length. After that, we need to find out the length of MA and ND as well, which both are equal. So let's start with MA. Alright. So that is the length of MA, and we have the length from O to M, that is the radius, it's 12. As previously, we made the right angle triangle, right? With the help of this right angle triangle, we can find out the length of OA. So from previous part, I can say that OA is equals to, by using Pythagoras, it will be 2 square plus 3 square, right? That will be OA. 2 square is 4, 3 square is 9, 9 plus 4, it's 13. So you have the value of OA, it is equals to under root 13, right? Why we had find it? Because we have this total length OM, that is 12 radius. From that 12, if you subtract the length of OA, you will get the value of MA. So I'm going to say that MA is equals to, radius is what, 12 minus under root 13. So that is equals to 8.4. And MA and AD are equal. So it is equals to AD and it is equals to MA. Alright, and the length of AB is 6, the length of BC is 4 and the length of CD is 6 as well. So I'm going to write down the numbers here, 4 and 6. Alright, Now we can find out the total perimeter of the shaded region. It will be 61.3 plus 8.4 times 2 because we have the same length of MA and DN, plus we need to add this length, that will be 6 plus 4 10, 10 plus 6 is 16, and add all them to find out the perimeter. And the final answer is 94.1, that is the perimeter of shaded region. Alright, in the last part you need to find out the area of the shaded region. Now the shaded part is this whole portion, right? That means we need to eliminate the rectangle and this sector. So what I will do, I will find out the area of the major sector, and out of this major sector I will eliminate the area of these three triangles, right? Because that one is not included in that major sector part. So firstly I will find out area of major sector. We have all the necessary dimensions to find out. The working formula is 1 upon 2 r squared theta, right? So we have 1 over 2, radius is given in the question, that is 12 square, and theta we had find out in the previous question, that is 5.108, which we had find out by using 2 pi minus 1.176, right? So you need to simplify, it will be times 144 divided by 2. You will get the value of 367.77. Alright, that is the area of major sector. Now we need to find out the area of these three triangles, right? So I will label them. So let's suppose this is triangle 1, this is triangle 2, and this is triangle 3. 1 and 3 will have the same area. So area of triangle, the working formula is 1 upon 2 AB sine C. Now the length of the diagonal we had find previously, and that was root 13, right? So A is under root 13, B is under root 13, right? If on the diagram we have the length of OA, that is root 13, we have the length of OB, that is root 13. If we are looking for this angle here, let me mark this angle with red pen so it is clear. So that angle, it will be sine pi minus 1.176. Now why it is subtracting from pi? Because that is a straight line, right? A straight line angle is 180. In terms of pi, it will be pi only. So the area of the triangle you will get, it will be 6, since there are two triangles 1 and 3. So you need to multiply it by 2, and the area of those two triangles, it will be 12 unit square, and that is centimeter square, right? Now I'm going to find out the area of a triangle, and that is area triangle number 2, right? The working formula is same, 1 upon 2 A, B, and sine of angle. We need to place the values. OB, it will be same, sine root 13, it will be same as root 13, and this time the angle is 1.176. So the answer, it will be 6.22. Now we have all the necessary information to find out the area of the shaded portion. So area of shaded portion is equals to, first we had find out the area of the major sector, that was 367.77, and we need to subtract the area of triangles 12 and 6.22. So you will get 349.55, which is rounded up to 350 centimeter square, and that is your answer. Question number 10. You have the equation y equals to 1 over x plus 2 square plus 3 over x plus 2. Diagram shows a graph for x is greater than minus 2. The points A and B lie on the curve such that the x coordinate of A and B are negative 1 and 2 respectively, as you can see on the figure. Find the exact y coordinate of A and of B. So firstly you need to highlight the word exact, because that means no use of calculator allowed in this question. So you need to find out the y coordinate of A and B. You have the value of x coordinate, and you have the value equation of your curve. So it's very simple. You need to place the value of A coordinate into this equation. So when I'm going to place the value of x is equals to minus 1 in that equation, it will be, so I have placed the value and I got the value of y coordinate, that is equals to 4, that is your A coordinate. Similarly for B I will use the same. I will place the value of x coordinate 2 in this equation. So for B it will be y is equals to 1 divided by 2 plus 2, 4, 4 square is 16, plus 3 divided by 2 plus 2, it's 4. Now we can take the LCM. It will be 1 plus 4 3s are 3, 4 4s are, and 3 4s are 12 divided by 16. So you will get 13 divided by 16. That is the coordinate of B. After that, part B. Find the area of the shaded region enclosed by the line AB and the curve. Give your answer in the form P over Q minus L and R, where P, Q and R are integers. So you need to find out the area of the shaded region. To find out the area of shaded region, first we need to find the area under the line and we need to find the area under the curve. Subtract them to find out the area of the shaded portion. Alright. Firstly, for AB, if you consider that shape, so that is basically a trapezium, right? So for AB, area under the line AB, I will use the working formula for area of trapezium, which is 1 upon 2 sum of parallel sides time height. Now what are the parallel sides we have? This side and this side are the parallel sides, right? What is the y coordinate of A? The y coordinate of A, it's 4. That means this is 4. What is the y coordinate of B? It's 13 over 16. So that means the sum of parallel sides are 4 plus 13 over 16. And the value of height is, it's from 2 to negative 1. That means the difference is 3. Simplify and you will get the area of the trapezium. That is equals to 7.22. Since we need to write down the answer in this form, so I will write down the fraction form as well. It is equals to 231 divided by 32. Alright. After that, we need to integrate that curve part, right? So we have the equation y is equals to 1 over x plus 2 with the square plus 3 divided by x plus 2. Alright, we need to integrate that. Firstly, I will shift the denominator into the numerator. That will be x plus 2 power minus 2 plus 3 divided by x plus 2. And after that, I'm going to start the integration here. Alright. Now the integration of x plus 2 with the power minus 2, it will be x plus 2 with the power minus 2 plus 1 minus 1 divided by minus 1 plus the integral of 3 divided by ln x plus 2, it will be 3 times ln of x plus 2. Alright, and the limits we have is from minus 1 till positive 2. After that, I need to simplify and placing the values of limits here. So that will be 1 divided by x plus 2, and the upper limit for x is 2. So that will be 2 plus 2. I had made the power positive. That's why I shift the negative power into denominator to make it positive, right? Plus 3 ln of 2 plus 2, it will be 4. That is my upper limit minus lower limit. So lower will be 1 upon x plus 2. That means minus 1 plus 2, it will be 1 with a negative sign, plus 3 ln of minus 1 plus 2, it will be 1. And I need to simplify it. After that, it will be negative 1 over 4 plus, it will be ln of 4 power cube minus minus plus 1 minus plus minus ln of 1 power cube is equals to 1. Alright, now it will be 1 minus 1 over 4 plus ln of 4 cube is 64 minus ln of 1. After that, if you take LCM here, it will be 4 minus 1 leads to 3 divided by 4 plus ln of 64. Since we have a minus here, that means we need to subtract. So if you write 64 divided by 1, it will be again same as 64. Alright. So that is your area under the curve. Now we need to subtract it. So area of the trapezium which we had find out, it's 231 divided by 32. We need to subtract the area under the curve, that is 3 upon 4 and ln of 64. So we need to simplify these two. So the LCM here, it's 32. It will be 231 minus 4 8s are 8 3s are 24 minus ln of 64. The final answer, it will be 207 divided by 32 minus ln of 64. That is your final answer. Number 11 from the topic kinematics. The diagram shows the velocity time graph for a particle P traveling in a straight line with velocity v meter per second at a time t seconds. P accelerates at a constant rate for the first 10 seconds. Now that is the keyword we have, constant rate for the first 10 seconds of this motion, and then travels at a constant velocity 30 meter per second. After that, for another 15 seconds, P then accelerates at a constant rate for a further 10 seconds and reaches the velocity of 60 meter per second. P then decelerates at a constant rate, comes to rest when t is equals to 55. Find the acceleration when t is equals to 12. Since we are solving velocity time graph, right, at t is equals to 12 means at this portion we can see that there is no change in speed, and if there is no change in speed, that means the acceleration will be 0 at this part. Secondly, it says find the acceleration when t is equals to 50. Alright, now t is equals to 50 lies in this part, but we have a constant deceleration, right? To find out the acceleration or deceleration in the speed time graph, the method we need to opt is rise upon run, right? What is the rise we have? What is the height we have? The height we have, it's 60. And what is the run part we have? It's 20, right? So to find out the deceleration, the working formula is rise over run. Rise is 60 divided by 20, which is equals to 3. But we are decelerating, right? We are decelerating. That is why we need to introduce negative sign here. After that, you need to find out the total distance. Total distance mean you need to find out the area, right? At first, if I'm going to find out the area of that part, so that is a triangle. And area of a triangle, we know it very well. It's 1 upon 2 base into height. Base is 10 and height is 30. After that, from 10 till 25, you have a rectangle here, right? And area of a rectangle is L into B. L is 25 minus 10, 15 times 30. That is L into B after that. Now, if you observe this portion, so that is a trapezium. All right, let me highlight it for you. So this part I am highlighting, it's a trapezium. All right. So we need to apply the working formula of trapezium here. That is 1 upon 2 sum of parallel sides time height. Now, what are the parallel sides we have? Parallel sides are 30 and 60. So it will be 30 plus 60. And what is the height we have? The height is 35 minus 25, it's 10, plus for the last portion of your journey, it's a triangle. And area of a triangle, it's 1 upon 2 base into height. 55 minus 35, it's 20, and height is 60. So that is the total distance covered in this total journey. And to find out the distance, we just apply the working formula for area. Now we need to simplify it. So the total distance is 1650. That is your answer. Part B. A particle Q travels in a straight line such that its velocity at time t seconds after passing through a fixed point is given by this. Find the speed of Q when t is equals to 5 pi over 9. Now keep in mind that it talks about speed, right? So you need to place the value of t in your given equation. So velocity is equals to 4 cos 3. T is what? T is 5 pi over 9 minus 4. Simplify it and you will get the value of velocity here. So the velocity is minus 2, but since we are looking for speed, so speed means that it is independent of direction. That will be 2 meters per second, right? After that, find the smallest possible value of t for which the acceleration is 0. You have the velocity, all right? Velocity is what? Velocity is 4 cos 3t minus 4. To find out the acceleration, first we need to derivate that equation. So the derivative of cos, it's minus sine 3t. 3 4s are 12 and constant is 0. Alright. Now it says for which the acceleration is 0. You need to place acceleration 0 here. It is equals to minus 12 sine 3t. We can say that it's sine 3t is equals to 0. Now if you make the curve of sine, you will observe that sine is 0 at 3 places, at 0, at 90 and at 360, right? It says find the smallest possible of the value of t. So the smallest possible value means it can 0, pi and 2 pi. The first value after the journey had started, the first value it's pi. So we are going to say that 3t is equals to pi. and t is equals to pi over 3. In the last part, find the expression for displacement. All right, we have the velocity expression, that is v is equals to 4 cos 3t minus 4. To find out displacement from velocity, you need to integrate that function, right? And the integral of velocity is displacement. The integral of cos 3t, it will be sine 3t divided by 3 times 4 as it is, minus 4t plus c. Alright, first we need to find out the value of c here. So it says that fixed point passing through a fixed point O is given by, at t is equals to 0, when time equal to 0, displacement is 0. So when you place displacement is 0, it will be 4 sine 0 divided by 3 minus 4, time is 0 plus c. So you will get the value of c, that is 0 as well. So now the expression for displacement, it will be 4 over 3 sine 3t minus 4t, and that is your answer.